Alright, we're gonna give it a few more minutes. All right, all right, all right. Let me see why. All right, all right, all right. Let me see why. All right, all right, all right. All right, had two windows open. Okay, I'm good now. Hello, 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 you guys. Thank you again for coming back to Let's Talk, which is it's like another branch of Mommy's Closet. If you have been on Mommy's Closet or seen the YouTube channel, you know it's a lot of stuff for just hanging with the people that make the world go round, which is kids. If you ain't never been in check before, that's the one thing that will put you in check. Kids. But today's topic is your beef my beef? Meaning, if you have a friend or a significant other and they fall out with someone, should you go ahead and fall into that same category and be like, okay, well, if you don't mess with her no more, I can't be your friend no more either. So that's the question. Is your beef my beef?
With me, absolutely not. I just feel like that's so childish. But
What's
like it was
childish?
different. It hold on. Let me get myself together. Trying to light my candle. But go ahead. Go finish talking Mom's Closet while I get myself together.
Okay, so I know you say it depends, and I see Reality by T. Huh. I don't know who that is, but she says it depends. If you click on the link, there is a link now that is pinned, and if you click on the link, you can come up and talk to us and let us know what's the vibe. Tell me how you feel. So realty. Oh, that's Realty by T. If you're going to click the link, you can join, and you can talk to me and let me know. Let me know what your pitch is on it. If you know, it says if you know they violated me, like set me up, rob me, bad business, horrible character traits. Sorry, I got a text. Okay, I know Blossom is taking care of something else, but
I'm back.
for for I don't know. I've been in a lot of weird situations. So I have been in situations on the other side where I've had friends, and my friends with my guy friends, so I would be the friend and I would introduce my other friends to my guy friends, and I would say they'll be like, "Oh, we're in so and so," and I'd be like, "Oh, I don't mess with her no more," and they were like, "Well, we don't mess with her either." So I know a lot of guys are like that. If you don't mess with her, I don't mess with her, especially if you were the one bringing her to the group. So oh yeah, that's a lie, and I've been that way with my sister.
And maybe they feel like that because they feel like, well, my loyalty lied with you. I don't know. Well, with me, I think it's childish because if you sit here and we both friends. And I'm not gonna take sizes. I will give my opinion, but I'm not gonna take sizes. If y'all beef it, that don't have nothing to do with me. Only thing I could do is like diffuse the situation. And if they just can't get along, they can't get along. That don't mean, well, I got to stop messing with you because you stop messing with my girl. No, that don't have nothing to do with me. You know.
Right. Oh yeah, it's I see Realty by T. It's pinned. Is right underneath I can't
It's
even
pinned in
see.
the blue, you guys. Just hit the link at the top. It's pinned.
Yeah, it's pinned right at the top. Just hit the link and then you can I can see you and add you in. As you know, my sister's usually on our up here with me. She is being a football mom right now. My nephew has a football game. So she's doing that. She'll join later on when she's on her way back home. Uh but if you can find it, it should be a link pinned. I know I saw it before I got out, but it's there. It's definitely a circumstantial topic. I do agree with that. My sister just put it, she's in the comments. It is a very circumstantial topic because there are situations that will be like, oh, no, you tripping. I'm not going to be her friend for that. Or I don't know. It's weird for me. I have a loyalty issue. So for me, it's like, oh, you don't mess with her no more? What she do to you? Oh, if she can do that to you, she gonna do that to me. Let me go ahead and get rid of her right now. So
I'm sorry, you might hear my baby in the background. I came in the other room. I feel like it depends on how long you know them. If me and you know each other for years and I introduce you to a friend and the next month we fall out, I don't think you should stay friends. Mm.
depends how long you've known them. If you know each other for years and you introduce her a friend, the next month we fall out, I don't think you should stay friends. Hmm. How long you've known them? If me and you known each other for years and I introduce you, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I'm with that too. You're the one that introduced him. If you're the one that brought them to your already strong relationship, then yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely understand that. And if you guys are in the live or you'll be listening to the live later, go ahead and if you see that like button, you can go ahead and hit it so hard that you feel like you're harassing it. And if you don't feel like you've harassed it enough, just pass it on to a friend and have them do the same.
And let me just make this clear, you all. For those who's not like really don't know how this YouTube work, like you, Nita, you make sure you let them know all the time.
Don't throw shade on my.
No, no. Just make sure you tell them to hit the like button so it keep you in rotation. Like it will keep you in
I thought
rotation.
that's what I just said. I thought I just said, hey, hit the like button. Did I not say that?
I'm telling you, it will keep you in rotation. You have to let them know like every time so they could understand to hit the like button before or after they get out the chat. So it can keep you in rotation on YouTube. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean? It said Liv says like you, Nita, is nuts. What? Who is nuts? Like, friend wise, it would be a messy situation. Yeah, it'll definitely be a messy situation. But how do you feel if you are in a relationship with someone and it becomes one or the other having beef with someone that you guys are mutual with and they did something that really hurt you or made you feel a certain type of way and you're like, "Hey, I'm stepping back from that person." Do you feel a certain type of way if your significant other, your spouse don't do the same? Anyone have anything to say about that? All right,
I
you
think
too.
she's talking about me. Liv talking about. I was repeating the
I was
YouTube
repeating the
guidance.
YouTube
You just.
guidance Blossom just gave you. Oh,
Right.
like you, Nita. Girl. Like she could have texted me that. Hey, let me write you some. Hey, need to check your text. So that's all right. She a little sleepy. Anybody have anything else to say about laughing, laughing, laughing? You guys go ahead and click the link. You can come up here and talk to me. Let me see your face. Let me say hi. I have a situation with my sisters where they have had fallouts with mutual friends, and it can be very weird. With my sisters? What sister? What? That's my sister. She said something about her falling out with friends. I know I've had my sister or sisters fall out with someone, and I fell out with them too. I ain't know them. It was like, "Oh, that's your friend. Okay, cool. Yeah, they may have, like something on my social media or wanted to be my friend on social media, but then if my sisters come to me and say, "Hey, I fell out with that person. They did da 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 da," I was like, "Oh, say no more."
And that's now
No more.
that's different. I look. I'm riding with my blood. I'm riding with my sister, no doubt.
It's not always that way. It's not always that way. It depends on what they did. It depends on what they did, and we're both already friends with them, or did someone introduce the other person? Um, I feel like when it's your spouse, like I'm gonna say it's your spouse or your significant other, I'm gonna say you guys knew this person at the same time. But I guess that's when I'm asking, like, is it wrong when you knew them at the same time and they did something to one or the other and they're like, hey, I'm not messing with that person no more? Is it cool for the spouse or the significant other to continue to bring that person around knowing that you're like, hey,
No, no, not
I'm
with the
done. Like I'm
spouse.
not talking to them no more. I'm not.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that would be right. Like with your spouse, see a spouse and the friends that's too different. Now with the spouse, oh, you still go bring this person around in my house? After I done told you I don't like this person, we done fell out. Matter of fact, why is you still talking to him? See, I'm kind of crazy, so.
But that's a thing too. Like if you or will have another friend and that friend fell out with the other friend or however it goes, and you're talking to them like, "Yeah, we're gonna go hang out, we're gonna go be here," and knowing that your other friend fell out with them, is that okay? So, I just need to know, is your beef. So, if my sister, if she fell out with her friend and they beefing, is her beef my beef? If my friend falls out with her friend, is that now my beef? Bring them around? Absolutely not. So then what is it? Is that mean does that mean is it you saying bring them around like you're still friends with them and you didn't fall out with them? Or bring them around as in bringing them around when you know you're beefing with them? Your friend bringing them around knowing that you're beefing with them. Uh, Come on, y'all, click the link. Let's talk. Click the link. Come and join. Come and say hey.
He
Depending.
said, yes, it is, boo. I know that's right, reality Betsy. Did you read her? Okay, there you
No, she said depending what they did, and if they decide to be cordial with them, that's their business, but it depends on what they did, and if it's serious, I
not
wouldn't care.
serious.
So you're saying, okay, so you're saying if I'm gonna just put me in the situation because it's easier to say it that way. So
Mhm.
you're gonna say if I invited 2 friends that fell out, depending on what one did to the other, I need to ask their permission first to see how bad it is so they can be cordial? Or should I even care? All right, I have someone. Lexington Lounge is pulling up. Hold on, here we go. Hello.
What's
Hi.
up?
Hey. Hey, Diana. So what do you think? Is your beef her beef? Is your beef my
So if
beef?
it
Is whatever you go through, is it now your significant other's beef?
um ooh.
Hey, Robin.
Hey. Um should I pour more wine? Yeah, definitely
Okay.
go get another bottle. So if it's her beef, my beef,
Yes.
yes.
And vice versa.
Let me have her finish opening that bottle and let her answer.
So if she fall out with someone that you guys are friends with, and she falls out with them, and she says, "Look, I'm not messing with them no more. They did blase, blase, blase," or does it even matter
Oh,
what
it's
they
a
did?
wrap. It's a wrap. They're cut off. I'm a Scorpio. They're cut off.
Yeah, I'm red. I'm red with mine. Mhm.
Okay,
They're cut off. I don't have time for that energy. If they mess with my boo, they mess with me.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, I
A
don't got
lot of
time for that. Mm-mm.
I'm not. I think I feel. I'm pretty much the same way. I've been in, like I said, I've been in situations where I was on the other side, where I was like, I don't mess with her no more. And they was like, all right, cool. Well, we don't mess with her either. But I never had to make that decision on a friend situation. Um, but I have, like I said, I made it on a sister situation. Probably because I didn't really know them. I don't care. Like, you don't talk to them? Okay. Me neither. So what? Like, oh, they did something to you? Okay, well, they not gonna see you through my stuff. So let me unfriend them, block them, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you also, I mean, for me, it's more personal than just blocking someone because I just stopped straight up talking to them.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's nothing else said at that point. It's just at some point it's just it becomes a little toxic. Like,
yeah, yeah, and they
you're
become
not even
irrelevant to you. Like for me, they become irrelevant. Like you don't matter in my space. Like
right.
you're nothing to my in my space.
Because you're supposed to protect your space. And yes, if you're with your spouse, that's supposed to be your
Absolutely, and this
that's where you lay your head at night. So why jeopardize that in the first place?
yep. So
Getting your
Robin has poured her glass, so I'm going to let her respond to this question. Here you go.
So, Robin, is your beef her beef? If y'all got some friends that y'all didn't had a relate like grew very close with, and she fell out, Diana fell out with them, is that are you gonna say, "Oh man, well, can I still talk to him on the weekends?" Or is that's it?
Um, wow. All right, because I think we like with the dynamics of the Scorpio and Gemini in us, and given the fact that I think in growth and being, say, if this was 20 years ago, I would have been like, well, babe, we need friends, right? Because Diana will cut people off real quick. And but I think now at the time that I'm in and the shift that I have at 50, I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. Your beef is my beef is your beef, and yeah, let's end this. So yeah, I think that's where I am. I think
Do
Yeah.
you
I'll
do
be
you think with age, it's kinda like if you were younger, you would say, "No, let's have friends," but as you get older, you're saying your circle does get smaller and you can't mess with that space because it
and
starts to get a bit more precious as you get older. So, like, what's your stance on that? Are you saying that when you're younger, it's okay to, okay, let me try to find a middle ground with that?
I, I think for me, I've always been a people pleaser. So I think I had to learn how to not people please.
So much,
Right?
yeah.
I was always the one who was like, "Oh, I don't like conflict." Right?
Mhm.
At a certain time in my life is like, "Oh, I really don't like conflict." So it's like, "Oh, we need friends. We need people to go hang out with. We need. And then I think as you do get older, you get to the point where you're like, if you got to surround just if they're unhealthy, then you can't surround yourself with unhealthy people. You can only surround yourself with healthy people and and the energy that they're giving you.
Right.
I think that shifts you a lot. It's like, oh, they have that energy where you're like, yeah, I can't be around that person. And if Diana was like, yeah, babe, I'm not feeling it, then I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
I understand that. I could understand protecting your what's ever going on in your four walls so everyone's happy, you know? You don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to shit where you
Be-
sleep.
Because at the end of the day, it's 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 us, right? At the end of the
Yep.
day, it's us. That's
Right.
that's who we have, right?
Yeah. Right.
And and then everybody else, is is they come and go. People come and go, right? And
Right.
you have to understand who are the people that you really want to break bread with all the time, and you break bread with them because of their energy, what they bring to you. And if you come in with that negative energy, then we don't bring it here
With anyone, like with any you
with
or
anyone. Look, I have a sister who lives 6 minutes away. She's a negative person, and I'm like, she bring negative energy, and we don't want that negative energy in our space.
I could understand, especially if she's being negative to the person that you're with and
Yep.
and yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, at the end of the day, I could understand. I could definitely understand that. And at the end, you're supposed to have her feel comfortable in her space, and when she's around you, she's supposed to feel comfortable. So I understand that.
Yeah, but
Uh,
we don't have any beef with our neighbors. Just putting that out there.
we have no beef.
We have
We
no
got
beef
no
with
beef.
our neighbors.
I have no beef with none of my neighbors. No,
That's
nothing.
right. That's right.
No one in Lexington Park. I don't have beef with nobody in Lexington
And
Park.
I'm just saying, I'm over my CEW syndrome
I'm glad to hear.
because I see you in the closet.
I'm in my closet.
I see that.
Y'all can come over and hang out sometime.
I know we've been out the closet for years, but we appreciate the closet.
Thank you guys for calling in. I really appreciate it.
No,
We
you're welcome.
appreciate you, man.
I was rolling through. I was like, yo, she's live. It's tonight's Wednesday. I can't keep my days
It
right.
is Wednesday. All
Well,
right. Thank you guys for calling in. See you next
all
week.
right.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye. See
All right. So that's a little insight. Protect your peace, especially if they're dealing with your spouse. Cut them off. You heard it from Diana and Robin herself. Cut them off. I know my sister, I pinned something that she said. She says, I had a business put in jeopardy by my ex-spouse friend, and it was a big deal for me. Men are super messy. I feel like my spouse should have checked that and it fell out too. Yeah, according to what Diana and Robin said, and they've been together for a while. Yeah, you got to cut them out, especially if it jeopardizes a business that is putting bread, feeding your family. Absolutely. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that at all. And especially if it's keeping everybody in your house fed. I think that should have been cut off. I do agree to a certain extent that guys are messy too. I have myself, of course, grew up with a lot of guy friends and they talk just as much as the girls do, if not more. I'm trying to get through all the comments. I've had a business friend wise. I see Liv is here. Liv, you can hit the link. You can come and chat. I have a lot to say. Just hit the link. Hit the link. I think it's cool that I have to sit down and check the temperature, honestly. I don't have to beef, but at least see if there's going to be cool with them being in the same room. Yeah, sometimes you can go in that type of situation but would you be mad at the person that invited the other one that you fell out with? That's actually the question. You may can see and check the temperature, but would you feel any type of way knowing that the person in the middle put you in that situation? Messy, very messy. No, I wouldn't care. Oh, I think that was your reason. Yeah, no, I wouldn't care. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, I would definitely care. I would. But again, it depends. I get it, it depends, but I think the person in the middle has to be very communicative to both parts to say, hey, okay, you can say like it's a birthday party. Hey, I'm having a birthday party. You both are my friends. Are you gonna feel any type of way? I don't want y'all to fight. No, they didn't rob you. Y'all just fell out. Like people fall out all the time. Like I had a friend I fell out with, but it was my loyalty was never to her or the other side. At the end, my loyalty was just to me. Um, but I fell out with her because she was telling me a story. She was actually dating one of my friends. She was dating a group of people that I was friends with, but she was dating one of the guys. And they ended up calling me because they had beef, and he's calling me, and then she's calling me, and I'm getting two different stories. And then the real story came out, and I was like, why are you saying that? Like, why are you trying to get money out of him? What are you doing? And she just stopped talking to me. So, or I stopped talking to her. Either way. So yeah, we fell out. And they don't talk to her. I see Blossom said, at some point, people have to grow up about the situation. If we fall out over something small, then no one would mind attending the party. Like I said, I think I'm mature enough to know, like, at the end, if it's a birthday party, at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about me. So I'm gonna invite who I want to invite. That's me. But I'm up here trying to talk about a situation that may not be a good situation, but just my thoughts about it is I think it becomes very difficult when family starts getting involved, like you and your spouse and a family member is involved. I know Robin had said she doesn't invite her sister over anymore because she's just I got from it is not very positive, probably about her spouse. But in that is it's still a why when does it become when do you put your foot down even though it's even when it is family, when do you put your foot down and say no, your beef is my beef now. Like even though it is family, your beef is now my beef. So that's good to know. But if you're asking me and you're my friend and it takes a lot to even be in my friend circle, your beef is my beef. It just is what it is. Your fight is my fight. If you have an issue, I mean, some things I am stuck in the middle and it's like, oh, okay, well, y'all figure it out. But if I'm your friend and me and you are riding and dying and we doing everything together and you come to me and tell me that somebody we know did something like very threatening to you, oh, it's over with. Delete, block, you ain't got to worry about it. But like I said, I'm just that kind of friend and I'm just that kind of sister. Anybody else want to tell? Go ahead and click the link and come in and talk to me and let me know. Robbed me? I've never had nobody rob me before, but have I had somebody rob me? Haven't had anybody rob me before, but sometimes it's not even, you don't even have to rob me. The disrespect, the talking behind my back, loyalty that I give to you, if it's not in return, then I don't need you around me. You have to match my energy. I am that friend. Like I'm that friend that would buy gifts. I'm that friend that um would really come around. I am that that friend that invites you to my family, to family events when I could. Like it's very different now because I'm a mom and I work or stuff like that. Yeah, talking behind my back and definitely a side eye for me. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't do it to my friends, so I don't, I don't like it done to me. I wouldn't do it to them. But I must say I won't say anything. If I say it to somebody else, I definitely say it to you. All right, anyone else out there, just go ahead and press the link. You guys can go ahead and join and talk to me. Tell me, is your beef? Do you feel like your beef is my beef? Not particularly me, but if your brother and sister, is their beef your beef? Is your mom, is her beef your beef? Your friend, your sister, your cousin? Yeah, facts. I'm gonna say it to the first person. Yeah, not him. Let him go. Yeah, match energy. I agree. And I'm not saying that like I'm the like best friend in the world, like, because kids have definitely changed that. But I will say that because you don't hear, like, if my friends don't hear from me, that it doesn't mean I don't love them and I don't miss them and I don't care about them. All right, hey Liv.
Not you really got me up here.
Yeah,
But
is your beef my beef? Talk
it
about it.
really depends because I feel like unless the person really did like some violating shit, like you robbed me, you stole from me, you done did something to mess up my money. Like, so if we fall out behind something like that messes with my livelihood, or like you really, really did some life altering things to me,
Mhm.
then hell yeah, you better fall out with them. Like, because if you don't fall out with them, I'm looking at you like you're on the same type of time, especially if I got receipts to show you everything. This is not just word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? This is like
Right.
receipts. I'm showing you that they did all this grimy stuff and you're still rocking with them. I'm going to look at you crazy. Now, if it's something small, like if it's like a disagreement, I don't care. Like if I didn't care enough to like really get physical with them or something like that, like, cause that's how you know I care, like unless I start putting my hands on them. Like if I ain't
Right.
care enough to do all that, like I don't care. You can be cool with who you want to be cool with. We grown, we in our 30s. Like I don't care. I don't care. Like
So what you are saying, if it was something that messed with your livelihood, if somebody love mess with your livelihood, then yeah, don't bring them around me.
yeah, don't bring them around me because it's gonna be beef every time I see them. And then if you do bring them around me, knowing all of that happened, then I'm going to feel like you're not on my
You're
side
not
at
my
all.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could understand that because I wouldn't want if I ever fell out with somebody and I told my friend and then they invited them somewhere that they invited me to, it's like, yo, you should have just chose because you know how like my feelings was hurt. Like you know how I feel now. You got me here being uncomfortable. I could understand
But
like
even if it's something as small as like, and your feelings aren't small, but I'm saying like if it was like a disagreement or something and feelings got hurt, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Like that's people get over things, you know what I'm saying? Like, but also still check the temperature because you don't know where the mind at of anybody
right,
that's involved now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm having this. Do you mind if this person come or not even do you mind because it's your function, but like is it going to be an issue if this person come? Like if I bring both of you,
right.
then
Because I don't
somebody,
want nobody fighting over here. I
yeah,
don't want
like
nobody
somebody
messing with
gonna
my
have to
vibe.
bow out.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
whether
like, yeah, if someone knows the situation that's in the middle, I do feel like they should talk to both sides just to be like, look, like I'm sensitive to your feelings, basically.
yeah,
Not I care about knowing that you know it's about you, but like I'm caring about your feelings because you're my friend. Do you mind? So that's different, yeah.
yeah.
So I
So
could understand that. So you're from your standpoint, if somebody that your beef is my beef, you feel like your friend should have your back if somebody stole for you, yet mess with your livelihood, or I think that was it. Stole from you, mess with your livelihood.
like anything that alters anything that's going on in my life, and this is somebody that's supposed to be my friend, and they do some
Mhm.
grimy, shady shit like that, like you're not my friend. Like you were never my friend. And then if I'm telling my other friend what happened, and this is somebody that's cool with us too, or people that's cool with us too, and I tell them and I show them the receipts, like, yo, this happened. It's not just word of mouth. And you still decide to be cool with them, then yeah, it's a problem. Because now I know that you just poor choice and judgment. Like you just be freestyling in life. So nah, that
Right.
means you're gonna put me in a different, like a probably a possibly worse situation because I'm showing you like, nah, this not it, and you still choosing to, do whatever. That's cool. You're gonna make your own choices, but I'ma be grown enough to step back from this friendship too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right, because you know it's not really they ain't really meshing well because
yeah.
you already I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. It's not a safe space no more, and it's not innocent anymore. Because when you're with your friends, you're supposed to feel innocent, or with your family, it's supposed to be innocent and it's supposed to be pure. And when you do have somebody that is very insensitive to you, it makes you say, you know what, I feel guarded and shielded, and I'm supposed to be relaxed.
Yeah, I shouldn't feel like, oh, you're gonna set me up if I come around because you still cool with
Right.
the person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because then it's a bigger
Uh-huh.
issue.
Yeah. Definitely. I definitely agree with where you're coming from. But like I said, when it's just me. It's maybe it's the Libra in me, but hey, my beef is always my beef. Your beef is always my beef.
We both
If
Libra.
anybody is in my corner, if anybody is in my corner, and anybody is my friend, anybody sat at my table, made one money with me, I sent you money, I sent opportunities to the table to you. That means I love you and I trust you, and your beef will always be my beef. That's for me. Like, if I'm
I
calling you
don't
and
know
be
if
like,
it's
"Yo, I got some money for you." Like, I like saying like, "Hey, I got a job for you. I trust you gonna do this job." I'm not just gonna give that to anybody. I'm not that's
nah.
just
I
not
know
me.
that.
I'll
I
I'll
I
turn
know
around
that
and say,
about
"I don't know nobody."
I know that about
You
you.
know?
You know what I'm saying? Like we both Libras. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I also know the big sis in you too. Cause sometimes, like you said it earlier too, you'll be like, y'all figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you said it earlier up here. You will like it's either it gotta be serious for you too. You're the same type of way. Like it gotta be
Yeah.
something that's nuts for you to be like, oh yeah, nah, can't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never every situation because some situations don't
It's
deserve that.
situational. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
situational.
circumstantial.
But yeah, I do have a lot of y'all figure it out. Y'all figure it out. I love y'all both. Y'all figure it out. I do got that in me. I got the I wanna fix it in me. I wanna fix everything in me. I
Mhm.
got all that. Um,
But that's
so
also
yeah.
some Libra shit because Libras are hard lovers. Like we're exhausters. We try and try and
Yeah.
try until we can't try anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just what it is. You know, that's my little piece. I'm up here. I'm about to get off though. So I'm going back to the comments.
Ah, all right. Thank you, Liv, for pressing the link and joining. I really appreciate the support.
No problem. Love
See you
you. I'm
next
going back to the
week.
comments.
All right. So Liv, like you guys heard it, Liv said if you mess with her livelihood and doing all that crazy stuff, it's it. Your beef better be her beef if you her friend. We definitely 100. My birthday was September 24th. So I had a birthday. I just had a birthday. I'm old now, everybody. September 24th on Sunday was my birthday. I don't have a lot of friends, so if you have beef, it's mine. She's like, bring all the smoke. Bring all the smoke because I don't really see the smoke anyway. So bring it. Uh-oh. Hey, sis, you live. You pop right in.
Hi, I done made it.
Hello, hello, hello.
I
So
made
is
it.
your
I'm in
beef
the
my beef?
building. Most definitely, I'm rocking how you rolling.
So is my beef your beef?
You better
When
rock
is
how I
Liv?
roll.
Liv birthday is October. Oh, she put on there.
Oh Lord, I'm right for the Libras.
Blossom's birthday is hold on.
Y'all, I'm driving, but I promise to God I'm being safe.
Ah, I forgot the 10th. Oh, there you go. Yep, the 10th. Yep, Blossom's the 10th. Liz the 15th. My Libras is coming through.
Okay, so what I missed?
All right,
Fill
sis.
me in.
Since you
I was
back,
in the
is
comments,
your
but then
beef?
my son
Is your
made
beef my
a
beef?
touchdown.
Is your beef my beef?
All right, so I was in the comments at first. But it's been situations, like I said, with y'all as sisters where we've had mutual friends, or even if it's not mutual friends, if it's just one of my friends and y'all typically just don't fool with that person, or it's a straight high or by and I fall out with that person, y'all not fooling with that person either. But it's been situations where it's like a mutual friend and like one sister may have an issue with that person, but that person is actually my age and I don't have an issue with her. So that's why I said it's definitely circumstantial because it just depends on the situation of it. Like, okay, if it's something that's like, yeah, she really did you down bad, she was wrong, then that's understandable. You know, I don't have no problem with cut her off as well. But if it's just something like you tripped on it, like it's something real simple and it's childish, I'm not about to entertain that. That's still my friend at the end of the day. Y'all don't have to speak. It's cool.
You
I'm
saying
not
if
about
the
to sit
beef?
there
You
and
saying
let.
if the beef? You saying that the beef is childish?
Yeah, if it's something childish, I'm not entertaining it. Like it's in the air at that point.
So you saying if you and two of your friends is beefing and it's childish, you just you not falling out with
No,
nobody because you think it's
if it's what
childish.
my if it's my sister and it's a mutual friend that like her friend and my friend and they fall out and it's behind
I
something
can't.
that's
You in and
childish.
out. You
I
in
don't
and
know
out.
why. It might be my service. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying if it's like a
Mm-hmm.
childish situation, girl, I just got. Did I get on the right? Yeah. If it's a childish situation, I'm not entertaining it, but I'm not going to allow someone to speak down or negative about my sister. In that case, in a sister beef, like you're going to be put in your place and you're going to respect her boundaries on it. But I'm not going to fall out with that person behind
I'm
a
trying to
childish
figure
reason.
out who I'm trying to figure out who we beefed with. Like I don't remember.
I don't think we ever really did, but me and my other sister have. Like it's been mutual friends where she's fell out with, and it's still my
Oh, okay.
friend.
Because I
I
was
think maybe
like,
because we're
huh?
closer in age. Yeah, it's weird. I think because we're closer in age, it's more common with her than what it would be with you. Um, but spousal wise, like I've had a issue with my ex spouse on where like my business was put in jeopardy by one of his friends. Now, if we're, it's his friends, I'm mutual with his friends. He'll call me sis, you're broke.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like men are super messy. Like men are messy than women. But it was a situation that he did something towards me and it put my business in like serious jeopardy. Like I'm still going through things behind that currently. And it was like, I discussed it with him. It wasn't like a check it situation. He didn't like check the situation, and I'm just like, this is it put a heavy toll on my business, and it affected it financially. You didn't do anything about it, and it's like, okay, that's like that's my beef. I feel like that's a situation you should have checked it, and then you shouldn't even be conversating with this dude no more. But in reality, it wasn't that situation. You still conversated with him, you still sat with him, you still, hung out with him, and I felt some type of way behind that. So that's why I said it's like it's situationship is definitely controversial topic.
Right. Well, how do you feel about it? At the end of the day, do you feel like your beef or somebody else's beef is your beef? If it wasn't real grimy stuff, do you feel like if your spouse or your significant other, if they beefing with somebody else, that it's your beef?
My
Did you hear
phone's
me?
going in and out because I didn't made it by the Superdome, and y'all know Beyonce is in town, so I'm in traffic.
Did you hear
Can
what
y'all
I
hear
said?
me?
Yeah, I heard you.
No, I didn't. It cut off. Pop your
Hold
big
on.
one, Beyonce.
Okay, people have a lot of
Or maybe it was you because Liv said that you froze.
yeah, it all went in and out for a second. But I was trying to get to a comment. Comment section here. You talk to him, Keita. Keita, Nita, you froze. Oh, yeah, I saw that. The whole time I've been behind on live. The baby rewinded it. I can hear you, Keita. Facts, facts. I hear you. Okay, I thought I was behind. All right. So what I was asking you, Keita, since you're in a stable position now, I said, is your beef? Do you feel like your significant other's beef, and vice versa? As I said that, we just went out. So is your
Yeah,
beef
like
your significant other's beef?
in a grimy situation, and it's like it's a messed up situation. Most definitely, I'm not fooling with that person no more. My loyalty too strong for that, and I have too much of respect to even continue to do so. But like I said, if it's something childish that's probably temporary, I'm not doing that. But I have no problem with falling back from somebody. But if it's like a real grimy situation, most definitely, I feel like you should. I don't think that's childish.
Mhm. I mean, like, I agree. I agree 100%. So it sounds like in this situation, majority says yes, your beef, their friend's beef is your beef. If anybody feels differently, please click the link and talk about it or let us know in the comments. If you're here, just go ahead and click the like button.
Man, I'm talking about Beyonce
Again,
got
is
this
your
traffic
beef
on
my beef?
lock. Yeah, they got the you heard they got the traffic on lock.
Ah, here we go. Nah, somebody got to be the one on the side of right. There is no right. There's no right. I don't feel like there's a right or a wrong. It's a point. It becomes a loyalty thing at that point. And like we've said before, it's situational, circumstantial. A
Definitely
lot of people are like,
circumstantial.
"Well, who introduced you to the comment, or who did who?" We know with you, our beef is just ours.
Can you read T's comment? I can't read the comments because I'm driving.
She said, we know because Ure Boise says, nah, somebody got to be the one on the right, the side of right. And
There's no right or wrong. Beef is
real,
beef. If somebody
real,
disrespected your old lady, you just gonna let it rule and you're gonna continue to talk to that person? I don't think so. Next comment.
and then Real T by T says, at Ure, we know with you, our beef is just ours. And she put laughing faces.
Dang.
You'd be like, what has nothing to do with me? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Hello, Ure.
Let's talk about this. So, are you and Keita really saying that regardless of whether your significant other is morally correct or morally wrong for that matter?
We're not just talking about significant others. It's also significant others or friends, like your best friends.
Okay.
It's all the way around. We're saying it's not just me and Kita. It's a lot of people are saying that
Now,
they
I'm putting it on you and Keita. This is y'all show.
okay. We're saying that your loyalty or how you feel it. Oh no, some people said it's circumstantial. Some have said that it's what
I
depends on
said
what they
it's
did to them.
circumstantial.
Yeah, I think you said it was. I think Liv or Realty by T said it was. Diana called in and
I
actually
think Liv
said that
definitely.
she said, nah, her beef is beef. If you messing with her spouse and nah, life is too short. I don't got time. So it's been going a few ways. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
I do think it is the responsibility of the friend or the spouse, significant other, whatever you want to call them. I do think it's their responsibility to let that person know if they are in the wrong. Right? So I don't think it's good to try a person knowing they're wrong, because then that creates, I don't want to say a complex, but it creates a situation where the person never sees they're wrong and they just go around being there about it. Yeah, maybe.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Wait,
Sorry.
what?
Oh, we all got disconnected for a minute. Go ahead.
I was saying I think we should be careful with that, because if the individual that you are close to is in the wrong, as a friend, as a close friend, it's also our responsibility to be able to look in the face and tell them, look, you wrong. I can't just ride with you because I'm cool with you. You're wrong. You need to apologize.
So those conversations, I'm sure, like I've had it with friends that fell out with friends, and I would not be a friend if I'm like, well, you could have handled it
You
this way.
tripping.
Oh,
Simple as
well,
that.
you
If
could have
that's your
handled it
friend or
that
that's
way.
your spouse and it's wrong, right is right, is wrong is wrong. Yeah, I don't have no problem with telling nobody that they're wrong. I'm not scared. I'll tell them, no, you tripping. That's not how that should have went. Maybe you need to rethink that situation and then revisit it. But it's simply just if it's a beefed out situation and you're being disrespected, then by all means, I'm not fooling with that person no more. Whether it's a
Yeah, but
friend, a
like I said,
spouse, whoever it is.
I think if it happens behind closed doors, like if my friends fall out, if I'm in between something and they fall out, I'm gonna have a conversation with one and I'm gonna have a conversation with the other. If they're both in their feelings and they're like, nah, I'm done, and they're solid, and the other one says, nah, I'm done, I'm like, okay, cool, I done my part. That's it. I'm not. You can only do your part and say, all right, I think y'all should just put it water under the bridge. But once it becomes no, a definite no in their feelings and how they feel, you have to be a friend to them and respect, okay, you're in your feelings right now. Maybe you'll come out of it, or maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you tell them what you gotta tell them, it's no longer on you no more. Especially if it's between two friends. Like that's it. Like, okay, all right, cool. I understand where you stand, but I wouldn't be a friend to you if I didn't tell you I think you tripping. But what
Yeah.
they do after that is not that's not on me no more.
Keita, what are you sipping?
Water.
Mm.
It's actually a sparkling mineral water.
Nita, what's
It's a chocolate red wine.
well, ladies? Y'all have a good night.
Her and that chocolate wine.
Thank you. It's a chocolate red wine. It's not chocolate, it's red. It's a red wine. It's just like it has like the chocolate.
It has a chocolate taste to it, and I dislike it.
Thanks for calling in, Ure.
You're welcome.
Until next week. All right, so it looks like
Until 2 seconds.
so it looks like at the end of the day, your beef is my beef. That's what it looks like. At the end of the day, your beef is my beef. Yeah, sometimes it's circumstantial. Sometimes it may be hard. Sometimes it may be someone stealing from you. But at the end of the day, if anyone does anything that it sounds like jeopardizes your relationship, jeopardizes your livelihood, or even jeopardizes your friendship with someone else, that they have to go. Your beef is my beef. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for what is this? Episode 3 of Let's Talk. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week with a new topic, which will be relationships. Next week topics is relationships. Does sex make or break a relationship? All right, we'll see you guys next week.